good. I'm grateful. I have the opportunity to travel. My legs are working. My arms are working. Just feel good.
Yeah, I love animals, especially when they're dead. So get it embedded up in your head, cause I'm headed to the Red Cross. I'm snapping dogs' necks like it's a hobby of mine, cause I'm rapping like a turban when I'm snapping this cat's spine. I love hitting deer and making these hounds fight. To you they might be screaming, but to me it just sounds like... And Peter begs me to stop like my cock was lodged down in their sensitive spot, and I rock these polka dot bursts from dogs that I killed, along with 10 other dogs. Greenpeace ain't thrilled cause on my way to work I try to hit as many squirrels and deer as I can. Endangered species are like harder targets. They greet me by my first name in the black markets, with fresh carcass shredding like guitar picks. Yeah, I'm known for killing raccoons and baboons and kangaroos for 1,000 smackaroons in the Chinese butcher. Cook it well with more ash than Kutcher. If you find your dead pet in the yard, you can bet it's me, Mr. Polar Bear, cutting down the tall trees, feeding pedigree. You just made an enemy. Here, try to rap. It's cooked and tastes heavenly. The only good animal is the livestock, so sit back with me and watch these felines rot. Killing animals is You're scared of the wild, just grab the right tools. Shoot fucking birds out of the sky, they're singing. I got a story that'll waggle your balls. It's called me being the greatest.
It's filthy break, motherfucker. It's filthy break, bitch.
Let's get some pussy tonight.
What? What? What?
I'm a large pink cunt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They wanna see a man do the God shit. Narcotics if you wanna get nauseous. Funny guy dancing like a clown. Keep laughing, little cunt. I got money on the down low. Y'all think this about my feelings? They still think this about my feelings? Like Big Bird or Steve from the Blues Clues. When the sun go down, she go down too. Riding around with a bump and a pound too. If you wanna leave a voicemail, hit the pound too. I got money at the orifice. I buy a girl Louis bag, shit's glorious. I'm not a hero nor a role model. I'ma spray your moms and your girl no nozzle. Drinking red wine out of Gatorade bottles. If you can't keep up, pickle off to the bottom, kid. They say I'm an elitist, like I'm better than the bunch. Nice hunch, cunt. When the sun go down, I'm a fiend. When the sun go down, I'm a monster. When the sun go down, I'm sipping lean. When the sun go down, I hope it never come up. Young boy with the trash talk, runny little mouth, fine sitting on the asphalt. I know you trying to beat me, I don't have a doubt. I can't answer at the moment, I got pussy in my mouth, pussy in my face. Depending on the nationality, I get a different taste. Y'all really think I'm out here having hard times? I got 17 jobs this month's part-time. Suck a dick in a ball sack. Popping more pills than the moms in the cul-de-sac. Fuck her good on the couch while your dad's gone. Poke holes in her face, jack-o'-lantern. She liked how the leather feel. She really liked that I rejected 7 record deals. She say why? I said the money wasn't good enough. She said, whoa, wow, you really know your stuff. Yeah, I do, bitch. I don't need a fucking marketing team trying to blow my shit. I'm not a fucking blog hunt with a lot of chicks trying to buy an autobiography about my dick. Whoops, fuck that. I work hard for my shit, y'all boys are just fucking whack. I'm the only one who cares about the process. I'm the only one who fucking with the progress. I'm the only one who made it with no middleman. I don't care about this song anymore.
How you like that? How you like that? I got money on my back. I don't need your fucking cash. How you like that? How you like that? I got money on my back. I don't need your fucking cash.
It's your favorite pink cunt.
How you like that? How you like that? I got money on my back. I don't need your fucking cash. How you like that? How you like that? I got money on my back. I don't need your fucking cash.
Yo, shout outs to Steve from Blues Clues. Go find those clues, man. Go find those clues, man.
Pink season coming soon.
Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Hey, what's going on in there?
My dick don't stand like a fat kid in PE. The only time it's active when I'm in the bathroom peeing. I'm like a Nazi with a broken arm. Why? I couldn't get it up even if my life depended on it. You can find me in the bathroom trying, tugging on my balls in the stall straight crying. I think I'm dying cause I'm limper than biscuit. At Christmas, a large hard cock is on my wish list. Ew. My dick is so small, these haters on my balls couldn't elevate to the next level, so fuck y'all. Shit, I limp around like polio. Okie dokie, yo, my dick ain't lying like Pinocchio. Sorry, Geppetto, how could anybody pull strings? This puppet ain't even made of wood. Haha. Yeah, I guess I'm trying to say it like this. If you want respect, then hop off my dick.
Ironically, I go hard.
That's fucked up. If your dick don't stand, put him up, put him up. If your dick don't stand, put him up, put him up. Oh wait, you can't.
кепка ебаная!
Gonky, the last time we talked about the Kuwaiti Air Force shooting down 3 F-15Es, what did we talk about?
Well, the information we had at the time was kind of lent itself towards maybe a Patriot shoot down just by the words Kuwait defenses. So
Air defense.
air
Yeah.
defense, that's right. So, but as we were watching the footage, you talked about the smaller warhead, and then I talked about looks like a dead six
Tail aspect. Yeah.
tail aspect shot, and I said it actually looks a lot like the missile shoots that we've done air to air in the past. And then you literally asked me, what would you do if it was a Kuwaiti Hornet? I was shooting down my friends.
All right. Hit it.
Poor guy.
Turn goddamn temperature down. Gonky, translate, please.
What is height?
Yes.
Yes.
Height means yes. Dude, is that a
Looks like a T-45.
hawk?
No, it's a T4, right?
Dude, that dude in the front is stressed.
Oh, dude.
He's not having a good day. Oh, it's on loop. Now keep playing it, because I feel like eventually we'll figure it out. He's going, yes, sir.
Then we get back and like the conversation is a lot like this, but in English on the way back to El Centro, and I'm like, I don't even know what happened, and this communication error. He was saying you can be shallow, but all I heard was you're shallow. But when we got in the debrief room, and I was flying, like we had a conversation because he was pissed. He was ready to, dude. I thought he was gonna punch me because I mean we almost hit the ground.
Because that's what we did back in the day. We got hit like real men.
I thought
That last Japanese student we saw.
Yeah.
Correct. So, but yeah, that flight back was, I didn't know what else to say because I really didn't know what I did wrong.
Yeah.
And he didn't know why I was trying to kill us. And I knew that I'm in this plane, dude. We're going 400 or 500 miles an hour. Just wait till we get back. But yeah, it was very much, he was laying into me pretty good, dude. I'm like,
That's
I don't
why,
think, yeah.
dude, it's tough in because of the Super Hornet and stuff and the D models you taught on. Like when you're front and back like that, it's your inflection. Like it's an art form.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
To put people at ease, because you can't see the physical side.
You know what
I
probably
would
saved
laugh
me?
at that. That usually helped, I think. Like,
I didn't
what
get
were
it
you
down.
doing, dude?
I didn't get it down that flight, man. You know
Yeah.
why? It's
Because you're God's gift to aviation, Gonky. We all know.
no, he got a call during our debrief. He stepped out and came back, and he got hired by Southwest Airlines. So he automatically became much more chipper.
That is a true story, or that is a true thing, because I was a Kingsville instructor, and I was doing a kid's instrument check ride, and as I walked to the jet, they told me I got the Hornet transition. Like literally, like the CO secretary hands me like the big envelope with my orders, and so we go through this check ride, and the student's like, "Sir, so are you okay?" I'm like, "Dude, I don't Just don't kill me. Like, I'm out of here. Like, peace. Dude, we did 2 PARs.
Yeah.
And we departed and re-entered for the overhead 12 times on his instrument check ride. And that dude passed with so many aboves. Like, I was just like, above.
Oh, yeah.
The opso came to me and he was like, dude. And I was like, what? It's the best
Great
instrument check ride ever. And he's like, you single-handedly just threw off the whole student curve. And I was like, don't care. I'm going to go fly the Hornet. What do you got? He's like, I looked at this lieutenant commander. I was like, I was in the jet. Are you telling me that I didn't know what I was grading? And he was just like,
Yeah, good news can work in your favor.
yeah. Sometimes you're just lucky. That could have been the worst instrument. For all I knew, he flew in the back of the ship. I hope not. I mean,
That's that wombat sarcasm, haters.
Yeah, probably got shot at by the guy.
We're going to, like, dude, you need to loosen your mask.
Yeah.
Like, now I know the cause, but, you know, because he's like a B-52 guy, so,
Yeah.
you know, cool guy. Like, on the ground, he was. Three F-15s were shot down. Actually, I've got that because I covered it earlier today on my channel, but I'd like to get your take on this. This is the official report. That's what we're going off of. At 11:03 p.m. Eastern Time, March 1st, 3 U.S. F-15E Strike Eagles flying in support of Operation Epic Fury went down over Kuwait due to an apparent friendly fire incident. During active combat that included attacks from Iranian aircraft, ballistic missiles, and drones, the U.S. Air Force fighters were mistakenly shot down by Kuwaiti air defenses. All 6, that's how you know they're the world's greatest passenger jet, ejected safely, have been safely recovered and are in stable condition. Kuwait has acknowledged this incident, and we are grateful for the efforts of the Kuwaiti Defense Forces and their support in the ongoing operation. Cause of this incident is under investigation. Additional information will be released as it becomes available. And there are videos. Doug, you got a video of, was this the...
вроде никого. Земляк, вы стрелять не хотите?
Shoot down, play it.
Affirmative.
Oh, they're just flying along, low altitude-ish.
Yeah.
Fat, dumb, and happy. Dude, had they already ejected?
I didn't see an ejection. That's what I looked for the first time I saw this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Had they already ejected here?
I'll let it play.
Like,
how far is it?
preemptively?
Yeah.
Oh, they're just flying along, low altitude-ish.
Yeah.
Fat, dumb, and happy. Dude, had they already ejected?
I didn't see an ejection. That's what I looked for the first time I saw this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Had they already ejected here?
I'll let it play.
Like,
how far is it?
preemptively?
How
To
far
my
is it?
knowledge, no, but that's as far as it goes.
Right there.
Right.
Yeah, I don't see any.
Just flat spin.
I mean,
they could have ejected after this, obviously.
they could have. I mean, I could see that as they're spiraling.
кого?
I still got it. I think I got it, right?
It's the old Maverick where you're.
Yeah, exactly. Stirring the pot, nothing happening. That's pretty wild.
Well, but the reason I ask is because the Gettysburg pilot that actually got shot down preemptively ejected.
Yes.
No can defend.
Yeah. So, if it was a friendly fire incident by the Kuwait Air Defense Forces, I'm assuming Patriot battery probably. I know that. I mean, the Patriot's a pretty bad as in very effective piece of gear. I remember when I was a New Hornet pilot. So Lieutenant Nathan White in 2003 was shot down and killed by a Patriot battery accident, blue on blue. And my skipper at the time was a department head in his squadron, and he told all of us before we went into Iraq and Afghanistan. He said, if you ever get lit up by a Patriot, he said just eject. He's like, don't try to dodge it. Don't just eject. In 2003, was shot down and killed by a Patriot battery.
Вроде никого. Вон он, сука! Cuando lo vea.
battery accident, blue on blue. And my skipper at the time was a department head in his squadron, and he told all of us before, we went into Iraq and Afghanistan, he said, if you ever get lit up by a Patriot, he said, just eject. He's like, don't try to dodge it. Just eject. So I don't know, man, maybe they did get Patriot indications and eject. And what we saw there was the jet just flying along. But I don't know, man. That jet was flying straight and level. Usually when a couple thousand pounds of seat and peoples come out of the nose of an airplane, it starts climbing or something. I've never flown the Strike Eagle, but to me, it looked like it was piloted when it got hit, but I don't know. The video stopped early, so we know they got out, but I didn't see the ejection.
Well, there's no correlation either because there's 3 different jets and 3 different videos from various angles, so it's hard to tell which jet is which for it. I will say that social media and other media has various rumors about this, and if you read the actual press release, it says Kuwaiti Air Defense. So if you read between the lines, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a Patriot.
True.
They have other surface-to-air missile systems out there. They also have air-to-air systems out there that could have done the same thing. There are other, rumors that I've seen where the Iranians shot them down, which I see that a lot. And my opinion, I'd like to hear what you have to say, Gonky. My opinion is, as Americans, especially as American fighter pilots, we don't do that. And the reason I say that is because we're a debrief-heavy organization, and we will lay it out there. If we screw up, we screw up. And a lot of people say, well, we're saving face because we don't know if the Iranians shot us down. I'll be honest with you. I would rather hear that the Iranians shot us down than we shot ourselves down, because friendly fire incidents are the worst thing in combat, in training, or whatever. It's much worse. Gonky, what do you think?
Yeah, in American culture, especially in military fighter pilot, especially, we don't believe in saving face just to save face. So we're taught early on, you own it and you learn from it. The only time I could ever see them, denying it would be for some sort of massive tactical advantage, but I don't see that we need that in this case. And like you said, Mover, it looks from an American point of view, it looks worse to say, you punched yourself in the face by getting hit by the enemy. So yeah, I agree with you, man. It's kind of
go with this video, Doug. What do you have here?
Right,
flat spin.
There.
Yeah. We don't know that is this the same aircraft?
No, we don't know which one. We just know it's one of the 3.
Yeah.
Got no.
The other one started a flat spin, so
yeah, it's hard to tell.
You're in the.
There is a puff of smoke there already, so maybe it's the same one.
Yeah, but you're already in the Maverick and Goose. It's a good thing it's not up here. It's
right
on your seat.
Dang, dude, look at that, man. That makes me sad.
Well, so there's some other videos. I don't think we're going to show it just because I don't think we should be showing service members in combat situations, especially since there's some up close stuff. We try to avoid that as much as possible. Yeah. But there's a video of a tale of 2 interactions, because the first one is the male Wizzo or pilot, we don't know which, being held at stick point, and the man is threatening him with a stick, and he's like, hey, easy, easy, easy. And the other one is the female, whether she's the pilot or the Wizzo, who has just gone through this 15G ejection, gets up, walking around like, oh, wow. And he's like, hey, are you okay? We really appreciate you. Can I get you anything? Thank you. And she's just like, I'm okay. Totally cool. She's like, totally. But we're very thankful. And then there's one that got stuffed in the trunk. Probably a Wizzo, because that's where they're most comfortable. And then there was the other guy that half his hand was missing, his fingers and stuff. So probably some kind of ejection injury. He's hurt. Yeah, it looked very, very painful. Which they always talk about, dude. That's the risk you run in ejections if you're not prepared and in a good body position, right? Because your hands flail and hit certain things coming out of that cockpit, especially not wearing gloves. Not the gloves I think would help him there, but flailing injuries are a thing, especially when you're not expecting it.
Yeah, that's what I thought when I saw his hand. I thought, man, I wonder if that was. I wonder if that's actually a burn, but
that was blood.
Yeah. No, I never wore gloves because I like, to feel the buttons, but yeah, like you said, man, I'm not sure gloves would have done that much good. The footage is a little bit telling. Dude, clearly they're low altitude, right? I assume that they landed in Kuwait, so they're probably coming back to base.
Yeah.
And I just, similar to the Gettysburg, right? But Gettysburg was nighttime, and they could see the plume coming at them. A little bit different than Navy. We talked about it before the show, but I assume in country they have their raw gear on at all times in Soviet Park, right? So I'm just curious if they knew that they were being shot at or targeted.
Dude, it goes one of those things. like, do you know or care, right? Because you know as well as I do, coming back, you've done your mission, right? And you're like, whew, friendly lines, you know? Like, I'm inside the wire now. I'm not thinking I'm going to get popped. You know, if I hear a spurious RWR indication, I'm not going to be like, especially if it's not something from a threat country. So for me, I don't know that I would say, like, it'd be tough to be threat reacting coming into the pattern. And that's the same thing we talked about with the Gettysburg, right? Like, you're fat, dumb, and happy. He was the tanker. But if you look at the Gettysburg, it was also three shots, 3 aircraft, same as this. I wonder where 4 was in this.
Well, right. So in what, like, how much time transpired between the first and the third shoot down? Were they all up? I mean, I assume it was at the same flight. So were they all up the same TAC frequency?
I think it was a flight of 4.
Because I mean, if you were the third one to get shot and it was roughly, I don't know, if it doesn't look like they were coming back together, but you know, if there's some sort of lead trail and you had a couple minutes.
Well, we don't see the videos, like, because nobody was filming until they were getting shot at, because they could have been in like a, you know, a Vic Stinger kind of thing, you know, 2+1.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
2+2. I mean, 2+2 and -4 is the only one that doesn't, you know, get popped, or a lead trail.
I wonder if they took a shot at number 4. I mean, you know, if they mistook the formation coming at them as hostile, I mean, think they target all 4 contacts. I mean, a lot of things I'm curious about here, but
well, that too, in the warhead size, because if I remember right, the Patriot has got at least the bigger Patriots, because they're different sizes, have pretty large, like you talked about. Your skipper said eject. These dudes got hit and then ejected, which to me is a smaller warhead, because you don't get that opportunity to do that. I know the Eagle Jet's a big jet, and it's a strike eagle. So this was another thing I talked about in the video I did today. Yes. Everybody keeps harping on this 104-0 thing. First of all, surface-to-air missile threats do not count. Fratricide does not count either. But also, 104-0 is a reference to the albino jet, the ANC.
The light grays.
The light gray, and their air-to-air prowess. The Strike Eagle has no such prowess. They are not an air-to-air community. They are bombers.
They are known as the Mud Hen.
Correct. They are bombers and passenger jets.
Correct.
They are not fighters in the traditional sense. So they don't care about all this stuff. And rightfully so. Some of them, very few, but some of them are very cool people.
True. Valid.
So, but no, seriously, I mean, we're joking, but we are very fortunate that we're only talking about injuries and not deaths here, because that would be very, very, and we are in this conflict. You know, we're going to talk about it later. There's already been 6 people killed defending freedom.
I mean, dude, DOD wide, we've been very lucky with blue on blues, right? When you combine the Navy and the Air Force, like, no one, thankfully, no one's died, right?
Yeah. Does that mean we're bad at being bad, or we're good at being bad? Because we're failing unsuccessfully, we're successfully failing.
Yeah, but is that a good thing? That's the question.
Right. It's like
successfully
you shot yourself down, but then you shot yourself. The good news is you shot yourself down. The bad news is you shot yourself. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's the same, but dude, it's the same setup as the Gettysburg. The air picture was saturated, drones and all that stuff, and they're trying to target stuff, and there's probably some fog of war stuff. And
this is side note. This is why I don't think BFM is totally dead, because I mean, obviously IFF doesn't work all the time, right?
We don't know. You know, we don't. There's obviously going to be more that comes out of this. Maybe. I hope that they do some kind of AID.
Dude, they lost. There's 3.
Yeah, I know, but if it starts getting into the tactical realm, it'll go classified real quick, and we'll never see it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't care. I just hope the investigation happens. They figure out where the loophole was. Because you can't.
No, you can't be worried about getting shot down in your own backyard by your own people.
Right.
Whether it was air to air or air to ground.
Exactly, man.
Let me ask you this, Gonky. Hypothetical. Let's say it's a Kuwaiti Hornet that did this. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying you're -4. You have the aircraft.
Wait. I'm dash.
You're -4. You just got promoted to flight lead, because everybody
everyone's now going in a parachute.
And you see a Super Hornet, or what are they flying Super Hornets now? Yeah, Block 3 Super Hornets. Yeah, because you almost flew them. The Block 3 Super Hornet is running hot at you, having just downed all 3 of your buddies. You have the aircraft.
Honestly, I'm not going to shoot back, dude. I mean, here's the thing: is to tell it's a Super Hornet. I mean, you got to be really close. So I mean, probably it's going to be some sort of spec, and you're just going to see the smoke coming off, and it's like, I don't know what that is, but it just smoked 6 of my best friends, probably going hostile, dude. But
Never say no.
I don't know. What would you do, Moober?
Yeah, I become the Dos Gringos song about starting World War III. The real question, like in all seriousness, though, is that in this scenario, let's go back to it's a Patriot or it's a ground threat, right? Let's assume it is for the sake of this discussion. If we don't even know that there was a Dash 4. This is purely speculation because there may have just been the 3 ship, but you're Dash 4, you're the on-scene commander. You just watched your 3 buddies get smoked. Actually, 6 buddies. You watched a whole regional jet full of people get smoked. Are you going to stick around with your Wizzo and be the on-scene commander, or are you going to continue trucking to get out of that engagement zone?
That's a tough one because, I mean, you're over friendly territory, right?
You thought so.
So here's the thing. Kuwait, I don't want to say it's a small country, but Kuwait
oh boy,
is not a large country. There we
go. Medium,
small. So I remember like I did the sim eval in the for the Kuwaitis when they bought a new sim for the Legacy jet. Anyways, I flew to Texas and I was still active duty at the time. I hop in this thing, I'm doing all the eval, and I remember sitting on the ramp there in Kuwait, and the moving map, I just put it out to like 40 miles, and it was almost like it was like the whole country. And I'm like, wait a minute, and yeah, it's so to answer your question, it's like it'd be mass confusion because we shouldn't be getting shot, right? It was almost like it was like the whole eval in the for the Kuwaitis when they bought a new sim for the Legacy jet. Anyways, I flew to Texas and I was still active duty at the time. I hop in this thing, I'm doing all the eval, and I remember sitting on the ramp there in Kuwait, and the moving map, I just put it out to like 40 miles, and it was almost like it was like the whole country. And I'm like, wait a minute, and yeah, it's so to answer your question, it's like it'd be mass confusion because we shouldn't be getting shot right now. So like, what the hell is happening? I don't even know if Dash 4 knew the axis, right? That they were being shot at from. I mean, maybe.
It looked like tail.
It did look like tail.
It looked like a rear aspect shot.
Yeah, 100%. So, in that case, dude, I'm probably gonna. Clearly, my formation's under attack.
You're singing on the radio for sure. One of you in the jet is saying something to your controlling 100%. Agency.
100%. Exactly. So at a minimum, I'm going to get out the fact that my 3 best friends here just took something up the tailpipe. 6 best friends just took a missile up the tailpipe.
Unless you don't include Wizzos. I'll allow it. Yeah, I'll allow it.
Exactly. I'm going to probably defend, make sure I'm okay. And then at that point, once the picture solidifies in my head, I mean, if you have the gas, dude, at a minimum, you're going to mark your spot and let the controlling agency know, hey, we got 3 friendlies and 3 helmet bags down here. Come get them. And bingo fuel or whatever, and out of there. It's strange, man, because you're over friendly territory.
Arm the seat, Wizzo. You're the last flare. Oh, man. Yeah. I mean, that's assuming. I mean, it could have been the standard. You brief 4, step 3. Now, it may not have been a 4 ship.
Probably the luckiest Dash 4 to go down in the chocks, man.
Yeah.
Because, who's to say they would have, if that's the case, maybe they would have got a 4th. I don't know, man. Yeah. But Strike Eagle is, that's an expensive piece of U.S. hardware, and to lose 3 of them, dude, blue on blue.
It's like when I saw this, I'm like, there's no way it's 3.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
Like 1, I understand.
Yeah.
1 is, but then again, the Gettysburg was almost 4.
Yeah.
Because they almost took out their own helicopter that was just trying to land on the Gettysburg.
Right. Right.
So,
yeah, it's I don't know if we'll ever see it, but if it was truly a blue on blue, as kind of we think it is now, like it would be interesting to see where the breakdown was in the whole identify friend or foe process. Because,
and that's another thing is that pretty sure Patriot, you have to override it. Like it's not just a hey, we'll figure it out in the debrief. I'm sure he's hostile. Like it's a conscious effort if it's not.
Yeah, and kind of like the Gettysburg, right? So they're shooting down real life hostile drones, like lots of them. So I understand. The fog of war is real, and these guys are experiencing it more than ever. And I can't imagine. And of course, Iran actually was successful in striking targets in Kuwait, right? So it's not like, not like they.
But that's why we're on edge.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So that lends to more of an opportunity for mistakes to be made. And like you're talking about having to override the system to shoot. I don't know, man. Maybe.
So there's your info on that. So that makes sense. Radar guided kinetic hit to kill with a PAC-3. So. Whatever it was, hit to kill. That was not a big blast or whatever, because that was one of my COAs, right? Was if they were like close together, one big blast takes all 3 of them out, but they were not close together.
No,
those were individual shots. They ripple fired.
Yeah, and again, man, I wonder what the formation was and what the timeline was. Is from first Eagle, first Mud Hen going down to the 3rd one. Well, unfortunately, man, I mean, blue and blues happen, and unfortunately, it's probably gonna happen again at some point.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it looks like that our intuition was accurate.
Yeah. So reports came out, and I made a video on this on my channel before this video came out, that I guess a single Kuwaiti Hornet shot all three down. And then there were some channels that were saying that it was very accidental and beyond visual range. I don't know. Watch this video. Unverified, of course, because nothing's ever verified. So this could be, I don't know. Doug, play the tape and make it big.
That is as big as I can make it.
No, you got a thing at the bottom right.
Oh, that thing?
Yeah.
Does that help?
Oh boy,
That's a Hornet,
for sure.
and that's within visual range. If you can see two aircraft in one frame, they're close.
Oh dang,
Dude,
is that the same F-15? Is that a second one?
define same.
Well, like when he first shot it.
Yeah.
This is just one shoot down. Okay. Oh man.
So the video starts. That's a Hornet.
Yeah.
A lot of yelling.
Yeah. I mean, wow. I mean, dude, just think about it. If you're just a regular person on the ground filming, you don't know what's going on, right?
No, they think they probably shot down a couple MiG-29s or something.
Right. Exactly. So that's
Gonky, our resident Hornet expert, instructor pilot.
what do I think?
I would like to know.
I think, just my opinion, but I think it's totally on purpose. I mean, here's the thing. You shoot down, okay, here in any air-to-air engagement, and I'm sure the Kuwaiti Air Force is the same way, right? So the way it works is you detect somebody, you have onboard sensors that tell you whether it's a good guy or bad guy, and then usually you ask an AWACS or a ground controller or something. You call out their position, ask if they're friendly or not, and they have their own nerd matrix that they go through, and they'll be like, "Yep, they're bad guys," right? So there's an entire process of determining should you pull that trigger. And I'm sure, I don't know what it is with the Kuwaiti Air Force. From my experience, the only time when you don't need to do that is if you witness a hostile act, much like, Mover was asking me last week, hey, if you got shot at or saw this Hornet shooting down your buddies, that's a hostile act. Then you could, it's basically self-protect is kind of how we used to operate. So it's hard for me to believe screw this up 3 times. If this footage is correct, clearly that's within visual range. I don't know exactly what, the Hornet has onboard capability for some of that, identifying, bad guys or not. If he had a pod on, you could actually, at that range, at that range, you should be able to see with your eyeballs. But even if he was, at 10 miles or 15 miles, like if you have a targeting pod, that can help. There's just one would be some pretty gross negligence. 3, sorry, dude. Like, I don't buy it. Here's the thing. Like, it's unfortunate, right, for the Kuwaiti government, right? Because, they don't want that. But I'm just thankfully, like I said, the crews.
Well, the one dude might lose his hand.
Right, but they all survived. The 3 pilots and the 3 passengers all.
One. You motherfucker. I heard you're empty! Too bad! You motherfucker, just do it! Вали кепку! Вот петух!
Oh,
Oh, boy.
intel on this.
Confirmed.
Yeah.
Confirmed.
I
Yeah.
can't either confirm or deny what happened there, but I tell you, there's some weird.
So, but where do we stay now? Because for this Chinese navigation app, I need internet, I need data. You're supposed to be able to run it offline. At least the Chinese version of the Chinese app will also run offline, but the English version of the Chinese app does. Follow the foreigner. Immigration police, or anyway, kind of like a border patrol. And he wants to make sure we're not getting lost here in the desert, I think. And he's pointing us to a more reliable petrol station to make sure that we can. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Well, to our fellow Americans, brave warriors, and steadfast allies, good morning. You know, as someone who led troops, led soldiers in the streets of Baghdad and Samarra, Iraq, and who trained counterinsurgents in Kabul, Afghanistan, and who still carries the weight of brothers lost to Iranian terrorist proxies, many backed by the same Iranian regime we're confronting now. This fight, Operation Epic Fury, it hits home. Our generation understands this fight. For 47 years, these barbaric savages in the Iranian regime have murdered our brothers in arms. My guys, your guys, our guys. Through their terrorist proxies and cowardly attacks, now they race toward a nuclear bomb to hold the world hostage. The Iranians have targeted and killed thousands of my American brothers. That race to a nuclear bomb, President Trump will never allow it. Not now, not ever, not on our watch. The mullahs are desperate and scrambling. Like the terrorist cowards they are, they fire missiles from schools and hospitals, deliberately targeting innocents, because they know their military is being systematically degraded and annihilated.
Water! Вроде никого. Стреляй, земляк! Мы стрелять не хотим, мы так наблюдаем! Полику! вышел, блин, за хлебушком. Ты где? Чё, обосрался? ствол бросать! Капец, все служивые! бля! Тут наших бьет! Служил!
Annihilated. Iran's neighbors, and in some cases, former allies in the Gulf, they've abandoned them. And their proxies, Hezbollah, the Houthis, and Hamas, either broken, ineffective, or on the sidelines. Iran stands alone, and they are badly losing. On day 10 of Operation Epic Fury, we are winning, with an overwhelming and unrelenting focus on our objectives, which are the same as the day I gave my first briefing here on Operation Epic Fury. They're straightforward, and we are executing them with ruthless precision. 1, destroy their missile stockpiles, their missile launch.
This will do.
so let's get a bank of landlines up immediately.
Okay, we're good, boss. We'll be up in an hour.
Commissioner Davis, the New York Post is reporting a 20-year-old Saudi national has been charged. Can you confirm?
But it's false. We have not charged anyone at this time. We are asking the public to help us supplement the investigation. Anyone with photos or video of the marathon is encouraged to turn them into Boston police.
I need you to give me access to the following databases: travel, visa.
Someone needs to get on the phone with the United States Attorney's Office. Get us on the cell phone towers right now. AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, all the way down the track. Tap to Aviation, you know, as of right now, Boston owns both those planes. Get them both below. You know, I'm talking about the T5. They're going to be cycling from Logan to Quantico. That's it.
Let's add it to the file.
FBI servers just got 12,000 emails in under a minute.
Oh, it's right.
And we're crashed. Get us back online now.
Yes, sir.
Now.
Yes, sir.
28-year-old female, Jessica Kenson.
Pulse 101. BP's 84 over 45.
I think the best that we could do is a BKA. Soft tissue is also compromised. I don't think this is salvageable.
There's way too much soft tissue damage. We gotta take it. There's nothing left here.
I need some saline. We need to wipe off this flap.
Male 820, no ID.
The leg is not looking good. All right, the vessels are controlled, but there's no viability here. Absolutely no blood supply. We'll have to amputate. Sa. Amputating below the knee, left leg.
Stuff air dry. I don't want to degrade the DNA.
Carol, pick up the phone. Carol, can you hear me?
Get this paper over here. If you come across any clothing that's burnt or charred, separate that. I need to have somebody collect these cell phones here, get them down the cart.
Okay, people, remember the bombs had to be carried. Carol, you gotta call me back as soon as you get this message, all right? On large bags and/or backpack. Sort these out by adapter type. Anything with a tamper, we need to get over to the import station. Are those GPS tags coming through okay? Yes, sir.
Right. Yeah, I got it right here. JFK library is not an explosion.
There was recollection.
Hell of a job.
I thought I heard your squeaky ass voice in my ear. Don't fuck around right now, Mike. Please. I'm not fucking around. You did good.
Hey, honey, it's me. Sweetheart, I got out one day too late. I will. No. I love you too.
What are those guys doing here? They weren't even down there. The fuck is this, a joke?
Well, they're the FBI and they're in charge, Tommy, so just do as you're told.
Their boss? Don't want to be that guy. He's triple fucked. One, he steps up and takes. Two, now he's got to solve the thing.
Plus three.
He's got to walk around inside that life all day long. Fucking shoot me 4 times in the fucking
Tommy. These young guys are looking up to you. I don't need the ass ache from you today. Just do as you're fucking told.
Fine.
We have no evidence. This was a suicide attack, so these IEDs were most likely remotely detonated. It's highly probable these bombs were homemade. It is likely that they made more. What does Matt State think?
I think we need to get air assets for the National Guard. I think we need a couple additional tactical teams.
But most importantly, there's 2 bathrooms in this place, and one's broken.
All right, I'll get on that. It is safe to say that we're dealing with more than one individual, some degree of sophistication.
Excuse me, Agent Delarine?
Special Agent Laurier.
Sorry about that. Look, I just wanted to say...
Not the time or place.
I just want to say, I work homicide. I know one thing closes cases. Witnesses. But we ought to get our asses to the hospital, interview the victims. Could be someone saw something, no?
Tommy, get some of our guys on this.
And keep in mind that the bomber could be among the wounded. We've seen it before, so let's get positive ideas on everybody coming into the hospital.
Let's show this car something nice with the fucking city. Mind if I ask you a couple questions? Did you see anything out of the ordinary? Anything suspicious?
All right, you see anybody? Put bags down. Okay. Thank you very much.
Sir.
Has anybody spoken to you guys yet? No? What's your name, sweetie? You got some Tylenol back there?
We got all kinds of stuff, Sergeant. What if I get a...
No bite anything. Tylenol. Make it full pills, please.
Okay, you got it.
Stable around 6 to another apple to 5 milligrams of morphine.
No, the EMT said he was with his wife at the site. But all I've got is this ring. PB&J 82512. She's got to be at a different hospital.
Let me call around.
Hey, John.
Hey, what's up?
It's fucking bombing, huh?
Awful. Are we gonna supplement this?
Not that I know of. It's all BPD. What do you got?
Everything's busted. The radio bracket's loose. The right window goes down when I put on the blinker.
Tell me this thing about the blinker.
Yeah, it goes down, but only when I signal right.
Of course, the big question this morning: who did this?
It is fucking weird.
And why did they do this?
Hey, sir. Sorry to disturb you. Is this Jessica?
She's my daughter.
Hey, I understand. I can come back, okay?
Sorry, how can we help you?
I just want to know if she said anything wrong, if she communicated anything.
Not much. She just asked about her husband. We don't know where he is. His name is Patrick Downs. Can you help us find him?
You leave that to us, okay?
What are you doing here?
Oh, the lady told me to wait.
In my office. She told you to help yourself to tea while you were here?
No, she didn't.
She obviously didn't tell you what a joke was then either, I gather.
Was she supposed to?
Who are you?
Alan Turing.
Ah, Turing. A mathematician.
Correct.
However could I have guessed?
Well, you didn't. You just read it on that piece of paper.
King's College, Cambridge. Now, it says here you were a bit of a prodigy in the maths department.
I'm not sure I can evaluate that, Mr.
How old are you, Mr. Turing?
27.
And how old were you when you became a fellow at Cambridge?
24.
And how old were you when you published this paper that has a title I can barely understand?
23.
Then you don't think that qualifies you as a certified prodigy?
Well, Newton discovered binomial theorem aged 22. Einstein wrote 4 papers that changed the world by the age of 26. As far as I can tell, I've barely made par.
My God, you're serious.
Would you prefer I made a joke?
No, I don't think you know what those are.
Hardly seems fair that that's a requirement for employment here, Mr.
Commander Denniston, Royal Navy. All right, Mr. Turing, I'll bite. Why do you wish to work for His Majesty's government?
Oh, I don't really.
Are you a bleeding pacifist?
I'm agnostic about violence.
But you do realize that 600 miles away from London, there's this nasty little chap called Hitler who wants to engulf Europe in tyranny.
And politics isn't really my area of expertise.
Really? Well, I believe you just set the record for the shortest job interview in British military history.
Oh, Mother says I can be off-putting sometimes on account of being one of the best mathematicians in the world.
In the world?
Oh, yes.
Do you know how many people I've rejected for this program?
No.
Well, that's right, because we're a top-secret program. But I'll tell you, just because we're friends, that only last week I rejected one of our great nation's top linguists. No German better than Bertolt Brecht.
I don't speak German.
What?
I don't speak German.
Well, how the hell were you supposed to decrypt German communications if you don't, well, I don't know, speak German?
Well, I'm really quite excellent at crossword puzzles.
Margaret!
The German codes are a puzzle, a game, just like any other game.
Margaret!
I'm really very good at games, puzzles, and this is the most difficult puzzle in the world.
Margaret! For the love of God. This is a joke, obviously.
I'm afraid I don't know what those are, Commander Denniston.
Have a pleasant trip back to Cambridge, Professor.
Enigma.
You called for me?
That's what you're doing here, the top secret program at Bletchley. You're trying to break the German Enigma machine.
What makes you think that?
It's the greatest encryption device in history, and the Germans use it for all major communications. If the Allies broke Enigma, well, this would turn into a very short war indeed. Of course, that's what you're working on. But you also haven't got anywhere with it. If you had, you wouldn't be hiring cryptographers out of university. You need me a lot more than I need you. I like solving problems, Commander. And Enigma is the most difficult problem in the world.
No, Enigma isn't difficult, it's impossible. The Americans, the Russians, the French, the Germans, everyone thinks Enigma is unbreakable.
Good. Let me try, and we'll know for sure, won't we?
Welcome to Enigma. The details of every surprise attack, every secret convoy, and every U-boat in the bloody Atlantic go into that thing. And out comes gibberish.
It's beautiful.
It's the crooked hand of death itself. Our Wrens intercept thousands of radio messages a day. And to the lovely young ladies of the Women's Royal Navy, they're nonsense. It's only when you feed them back into Enigma that they make any sense.
But we have an Enigma machine.
Yes, Polish intelligence smuggled it out of Berlin.
So what's the problem? Just put the intercepted messages back into the Enigma and you'll get...
It's not that simple, is it? Just having an Enigma machine doesn't help you to decode the messages.
Very good, Mr. Turing. To decode a message, you need to know the machine's settings. Now, the Germans switch settings every day promptly at midnight. We usually intercept our first message around 6 a.m., which gives you exactly 18 hours every day to crack the code before it changes and you start again.
I wrote it. 10 plugboard cables. That's
1 million.
1,000 million.
No, I've got it. It's million. Oh, it's in the millions, obviously.
It's over 150 million possible settings.
Very good.
159, if you want to be exact about it. 159 with 18 zeros behind it. Possibilities. Every single day.
Gentlemen, meet you, Alexander. I personally selected him to run this unit.
Didn't you...
Mr. Alexander won Britain's national chess championship.
Twice.
You're not the only one who's good at games around here, Turing.
Are we to work together then? I prefer to have my own office.
You're a team, and you will work as one.
I don't have time to explain myself as I go along, and I'm afraid these men would only slow me down.
If you can't play together, then I'm afraid we can't let you play at all.
This is Stuart Mingus, MI6.
There are only 5 divisions of military intelligence. There is no MI6.
Exactly. That's the spirit. Mr. Turing, do you know how many British servicemen have died because of Enigma?
No, I don't.
3. While we've been having this conversation. Oh, look, there's another. I rather hope he didn't have a family. This war Commander Denniston's been going on about, we're not winning it. Break the code, at least we have a chance. Shall we leave the children alone with their new toy?
All right, gentlemen. Let's play.
The game was quite a simple one. Every single German message, every surprise attack, every bombing run, every imminent U-boat assault. They were all floating through the air. Radio signals that, well, any schoolboy with an AN kit could intercept. The trick was that they were encrypted. Uh, 159 million possible Enigma settings. What we had to do was try each one. But if we had 10 men checking one setting a minute for 24 hours every day and 7 days every week, how many days do you think it would take to check each of the settings? Well, it's not days, it's years.
Good morning.
It's 20 million years. To stop a coming attack, we would have to check 20 million years worth of settings in 20 minutes.